Welcome. I'm Debbie Rosas, and you're listening to Get In. I'm the founder and creator of the NIA Technique, an international body and life program that has been changing people's lives since 1983. My topic today is one that is perfect for creating balance in your body, in your life, on the dance floor and off the dance floor. It's about guts and grace. What I mean by guts is having the freedom and the expression to be yourself and to use the energy that is inside of you to achieve the body and life you want. What I mean by grace is learning how to bring relaxation into everything that you do. You know, back in 1983, when NIA first started, it certainly was revolutionary. It was a revolutionary aerobic workout. It was one where in the beginning we had absolutely no jumping, jogging, or jarring calisthenics. There were lots and lots of injuries happening at that time from the hard impact jump aerobics, and we've learned a whole lot since then. Softer workouts, well, they're more available. Eastern and Western approaches to movement, they're more available. Back in the day, trust me, you couldn't find a yoga class or a Tai Chi class to save your life. Now you can. We're getting smarter. The industry is getting smarter. And just like the millions and millions of Americans that were mobilized by the beginning of aerobic exercise, more and more people are mobilizing themselves to look for movement that combines both the softer, graceful kind of exercise with the more gutsy kind. I don't know about you, but I love the grunt and the groan. I love to push myself to the edge. I really like taking myself to that place where I feel like, wow, I can't do any more. But I know how to take care of my body. I know how to get in my body. I know how to guide my body. I know how to be my own conscious personal trainer. Through my search, the search that led to the creation of NIA, looking for a more efficient way to tone the body comprehensively and to get a whole lot back for the time put in, I've learned how to blend graceful and gutsy movement. It's come from the study of the martial arts, all about precision, and dance arts, all about expression, as well as healing arts, where we set aside that push for a moment to become conscious and mindful and bring into everything that we do the awareness that there is a way to move the body based on its design, and we always want to follow that way. Knowing how to put the right kind of guts into what you do means that you can actually get abdominal conditioning without doing searing sit-ups. How do we do that? By using our voice. Huh, huh, by making sound. And by engaging the 3 body weights as free weights so that we load and lighten muscles. Gutsy is not only the way that you get definition without the use of external weights. Grace is key. Grace is key to getting strong abdominals, definition in your muscles, and increased lung capacity. And you don't need to do it with killer aerobics. You can do it by breathing deeply and fully and finding your body's way of moving. There's far more flexibility. There's far more strength, mobility, agility, and stability available when you blend guts and grace. Think of guts as the yang energy, and think of yin as the more female energy that complement each other. Now, built from the ground up and not adapted from a beginner's aerobics class, unlike some low-impact classes, NIA really provides full cardiovascular conditioning and can be done without any jumping, jogging, and hopping. And this is really good news to anyone who is obese or has a lot of weight to lose or is dealing with maybe a short or long-term illness. The fact that you can have a gutsy and a graceful workout without jogging and jumping is a real deal. The choreography, based on 52 moves, is chock full of wonderful motions that not only condition the tissues, but allow you to learn about how your bones and joints move. You've got time in the workout to study your own body and to sense what it means to move in a way that feels good to you. The guts and graceful movements in Nia come from that blend of Eastern and Western thought, concepts, and principles. Martial arts, again, about precision. Dance arts, about expression. Healing arts, about self-healing. Put it all together, and you get something that goes way beyond soft aerobics. You get something that is functional, meaning it's designed to get you to move the way the body is meant to be moved. And this is key. There's no need to fall into that trap of all pain, no gain. What we say in Nia is more gain and no pain. And this comes from taking out the pounding and the pushing, thinking that the gutsy workout or the workout that's going to work means you have to pound and push. Well, that's an old way of thinking. A new way of thinking, it's all about bringing ease and balancing that guts with the grace. In martial arts, trust me, you learn how to be relaxed. That's how you get your power. And by bringing in relaxation, grounded movement, fluid movement, and teaching you how to move in your body's way, there is hope for you. Even if you have orthopedic and heart problems, there's a way that you can move and bring movement into your body, into your life. We say through movement you find health, and it's really, really true. It takes courage sometimes to begin anew and to stretch for something more, but that's exactly what I did. I wanted to provide something for professional athletes, giving them more body knowledge, body skill, body intelligence. Or for dancers looking for something expressive, meaningful. Weightlifters who needed more flexibility. And yes, even the traditional aerobic masters who wanted something cardiovascular, but they wanted more. They wanted more. And that's what I'm talking about. How do you get that more? How do you blend that beautiful gut sensation, that exhilarating sensation, with that relaxed quality that when they are harmonized, that yin and yang, you get the best of both worlds? Well, the first thing is to remember that you have to catch on to your own rhyme and rhythm of moving. And that means you need to move in your body's way. That means paying attention to what your body can do and what your body cannot do. It doesn't take very much coaxing, and pretty soon you start putting more attention on your body and less attention on the teachers. And attention is what it's all about. Paying attention to the rhythm, to your own beat, where you say, I feel connected to my body. I'm moving in a speed that works for me. I'm moving in a way where I feel connected and whole. I feel my inner dancer, and I've got the greatest fitness partner ever working with me that's going to help me to get in shape faster. And that partner, that's your body, you and your body. You don't need to take out the bump and grind. You just need to figure out how to blend those two so that you can work with gravity, so that you can get connected to that beautiful sensuality of moving fluidly and lyrically and fully. And your body will thank you by getting stronger. And that kind of strength and flexibility that you'll gain, it will last longer. Sinking and shifting versus repetitive jumping is key to blending guts and grace. Think about it. Whenever you hop or you jump, you jog or leap, your muscles stop working for a split second. And then you come down with an impact 3 times your body weight. Well, for somebody fit, that's not such a bad thing. But for somebody not so fit, it can be a real problem. So you want to watch for the slow motion moves, and you want to bring them in and combine them, the graceful movements, along with those moments of maybe hopping, skipping, or jumping. Or if you want, leave it out altogether. It takes training to prepare your feet and to prepare your legs for impact. It's no small shake, that jumping to your ankles, feet. Not to mention what it can do to your shins, knees, and hips and lower back if you're not prepared, if you're not ready. So I say, get ready. And the way you get ready is by strengthening your feet. How do you do this? Take your shoes off, wiggle your toes, begin to roll back and front from your heel to the ball of your foot. Releve up onto the ball of the foot, slowly lower your heels. In Nia, we have a whole group of foot motions to help you get strength in your feet. What's key to guts and grace is systemic movement. Systemic movement is about moving as a whole. Did you know that when you move systemically that you can actually define biceps without doing bicep curls? You can by moving from your fingertips all the way through the shoulder blade and shoulder girdle. Did you know that you can develop really strong pec muscles without doing conventional push-ups? You can by pressing your palms together, by crossing your wrist, by crossing your upper forearms. Did you know that you can create spine flexibility from breathing? You can by making the sound U, O, A, E, I as you move your spine. Everything I'm talking about has to do with systemic movement. And Nia is designed as an elegant whole body system. The movements, a mixture of comprehensive toning, strengthening, and stretching. They're designed to help you learn to work with your body systemically as a whole. And that's key to moving with guts and grace, moving as a complete unit instead of isolated parts. This means you're going to get the most out of everything that you put into what you're doing. Generating movement from undulating the core of your body is how you add grace. Starting and stopping with agility is how you can add more guts. Making sure that you keep your fingertips active is how you add grace. Turning those fingers into movements like a fist, a punch, a block, or a strike is how you add more guts. It's all about blending that yin, the softer, with the yang. So they end up with a guts and grace movement experience as a full body massage, a full body oxygen bath, a fully toned, symmetrically defined body. Give equal attention to opposing muscle groups. This is also how you can have guts and grace. And you can do this by paying attention to what you sense in the front of your body, in the back of your body, in the left side of your body, and in the right side of your body. In other words, if you do something on the left, do it on the right. If you do something where you feel contraction of the muscles in the front, then contract the muscles in the back. Another key is understanding what it means to have ballistic movement versus deep muscle work. When momentum propels your movement, you actually lose the deep muscle work that you could be getting by simply slowing down. So herein is the grace, the slowing down, which is going to give you more power, more guts. To get an idea of what I mean, you can try this right now. You can just run around the room for a minute and then take that same period of time, that minute, and walk slowly, sinking deeply towards the floor with each step and then rising up, slowly up, sinking and rising. Be aware of how your feet flex and how your toes stretch and how you can use your feet when you are working with deep muscle work versus ballistic momentum. You want to use muscle instead of ride the momentum. Another key to guts and grace is learning to harness self-control. In the martial arts, I learned that the more self-control and the more inner awareness I achieved, the more power, the more guts and grace I had. So throwing myself haphazardly into the movements, well, that was like throwing away the gorgeous physical benefits that I knew I could get if I just started to pay attention, become aware, and use more conscious control. Worse yet, when you don't learn to harness that self-control, you really are at great risk for injury. So next time you're working out, instead of throwing yourself into what you're doing, place conscious awareness on what you do. Do things with purpose, mindfully. For example, as you reach to the sky, look up to the sky and imagine you're actually reaching for something the sky is giving you. Be in relationship with everything. You can sense a stretch to the back of your leg or through your heel and make contact with the floor, being in relationship with the floor. You can shift body weight to strengthen your hips, buttocks, thighs, and your whole legs by not jumping up and down, but by pushing away. Harnessing self-control is all about making a choice to move in the way that you want to move, not out of habit, but out of conscious action. Another important tip is to move fluidly and fully. So when you slow down, when you move with that grace, you actually have time to use more parts of your body more fully, more fluidly, more lyrically, and more graceful, which means that you're going to tone more muscles for a better all effective definition, increased flexibility, and certainly cardiovascular conditioning. This is going to give you that beautiful guts and grace. So instead of swinging and pumping your arms in a jerky, linear way, begin to use your hands, touch the space, and move your arms by integrating circular movements, spiral movements. Sometimes lead with your elbow to protect your shoulder joint. Sometimes lead with your wrist, your hand, even your fingertips. And it's surprising, by simply wiggling your fingers, rolling your wrists, changing the position of your arms so the palm, the back of your hand alternately face forward, you'll find that that gutsy action with grace is going to tone the muscles of your forearm and upper arm that don't get worked if you simply swing your arms and move them straight up and down. The art and the subtleties of movement are extraordinary when you take time to discover them and move fluidly and fully. One of the big tips of blending guts and grace and really getting that body that you want from working out is moving with imagination. It's alluring to use your mind to imagine, and using imagination is a way to tap into your right brain. That's that part where images and pictures live. Your imagination can help you feel like you're in an award-winning show. And champion athletes, well, they use it all the time. They visualize their ultimate performance. They run through things in their head, as do actors, over and over again. Why? Every time you imagine something, that picture is imprinted in every cell of your body. 75 trillion cells see the same picture. So this neuromuscular programming, this envisioning, this seeing, this picturing will actually help you move. It'll take a mental image and make your whole body move more fluidly and fully. It will tap you into guts and grace, and it's a whole lot of fun. You can imagine your hands tickling the clouds. You can imagine walking through thick mud. You can imagine your spine moving like the wind. You can imagine golden light streaming from your fingertips. Every time you imagine, you move in a personal, holistic, gutsy, and graceful way. Feeling and emotionally emoting is also key, particularly when it comes to guts. For every feeling, there's a physical response. For every physical response, there is a feeling. And emotions are the coupling effect between the mind and the body. When you're emotionally connected, you are having a mind-body experience. It's personal and it's all yours. As you open up parts of your body, you're going to tap into feelings that have been locked deep inside. So don't be afraid, and also don't be surprised if you start to cry. Emotions are energy waiting to be expressed. And moving, expressing motion at the same time, well, it's wonderful, wonderful therapy in helping you let go, release tensions that can build up, stealing knots in your muscles, can clear away cobwebs of stored emotions that constrict your body and actually diminish the enjoyment of your life and the enjoyment of living in a body. Not to mention the adrenaline of joy circulating through your whole system. You can feel enriched when you move and express. And it's the way that you use that visual imagery, the movement of your body to trigger physical responses to move more fully and freely than any technical exercise. Mechanical exercise will not get you into the same places that feeling and emoting movement will. So next time you're moving, let yourself emote and move with feeling and expression. Move with joy, anger, curiosity, fascination, bewilderment, confusion. Use every emotion possible. And you'll notice that your movements will begin to become fuller. The fuller your movements, the more guts and grace, the more muscles you'll tone, the more flexibility and strength you'll gain, the more conditioning your heart will get. Once you intellectually grasp the movement, then let go. Let yourself express and sink into the passion of what's happening to you in your body. Thank you for joining me. And you can find me online at DebbieRosas.com, on Facebook by searching Nia, on Twitter or Instagram at Nia Technique. Email your comments to me at comments@nianow.com. And to find a Nia class, go to nianow.com. There are classes offered throughout the world. Thanks again, and don't forget, this is your time to get in. I'm Debbie Rosas, and I'll see you next week.